Few names in the automotive world inspire the kind of instant recognition and nostalgic thrill that the Mustang does. Since its debut in 1964, Ford's revolutionary pony car has embodied the American spirit of freedom, speed, and individualism. A vehicle born to run and built to be seen. Among the many body styles and variants that have rolled off Ford's production lines, few are as instantly admired as the 1966 Mustang Fastback 2+2. Sleek, purposeful, and muscular, the Fastback silhouette remains one of the most iconic shapes ever produced by an American manufacturer. And when that shape comes cloaked in Arcadian blue, shimmering with its soft metallic hue under the sun, the car becomes something more than just a machine. It becomes an experience, a moment in time frozen in chrome and steel. This particular 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback 2+2 stands as a stunning example of how timeless design can merge with tasteful modern refinement. Beneath the long, sculpted hood rests a 289 cubic inch V8, the beating heart of countless Mustangs that defined an era. Mated to a TREMEC 5-speed manual gearbox, this combination offers not only a more engaging drive but a smoother and more flexible experience than the car's original 3-speed automatic ever could. In a world where analog thrills are becoming rare, this Fastback's upgraded drivetrain allows it to stay relevant without betraying its classic DNA. The exterior of this Mustang captures the kind of visual appeal that made the car a pop culture phenomenon. Finished in Arcadian blue, a color that balances sophistication and sportiness, the paintwork seems alive under changing light, subtle in shade, radiant in the open sun. Chrome bumpers gleam like jewelry, perfectly framing the aggressive grille and clean rear profile. The bright trim tracing the roofline and windows serves as a reminder of the era's craftsmanship, a time when automakers treated metal with the same care that artists treat canvas. The Fastback's roofline slopes gracefully toward the rear deck, a design that not only improved aerodynamics but also gave the car its distinctive, predatory stance, as though it's always ready to pounce. Adding to that aura of readiness are dual mirrors mounted on the doors, functional yet stylish, and the iconic sail panel louvers that give the Fastback its unmistakable side profile. Dual exhaust outlets peek out from beneath the rear valance, offering a subtle hint of the V8 symphony waiting to be unleashed with a press of the throttle. Rolling on a set of 14-inch styled steel wheels wrapped in 225/60 BF Goodrich radial T/A tires, the car combines vintage appearance with modern road manners. The raised white letter tires evoke the glory days of American muscle while providing the kind of grip that keeps the ride confident and composed. Whether parked at a car show or cruising down a coastal highway, this Mustang makes a statement without shouting. It's the kind of car that invites admiration quietly, through presence and proportion rather than sheer flash. Inside, the cabin of this 1966 Mustang Fastback continues the theme of tasteful authenticity enhanced by smart updates. Step through the solid-feeling door, and you're greeted by a two-tone blue vinyl interior that perfectly complements the exterior finish. The light and dark shades of blue interact beautifully, giving the cabin both depth and warmth. The front bucket seats are trimmed in rich vinyl that feels both supple and durable, while the rear 2+2 seats fold down to create a flat cargo area, a hallmark feature that made the Fastback practical as well as stylish. The dark blue dashboard contrasts elegantly with the lighter blue carpeting, and the door panels echo the same harmonious mix of tones. At the center of the driving experience is an aftermarket wood-rimmed steering wheel, a tactile reminder of a bygone era when steering wheels were not just functional components but symbols of connection between driver and machine. Power steering ensures that maneuvering this classic requires no more effort than necessary, while the addition of our 134A air conditioning provides modern comfort in warm weather, something that original Mustang owners in the mid-1960s could only dream about. The cockpit feels alive, not with digital screens or blinking lights, but with the simple, satisfying tactile quality of metal switches, analog gauges, and the soft hum of mechanical precision. The dashboard retains its original charm, centered around a 140 miles per hour speedometer flanked by gauges monitoring fuel level, oil pressure, amps, and engine temperature. The addition of a rally pack, that twin pod mounted neatly on the steering column, adds a 6,000 revolutions per minute tachometer and a clock, giving the driver a racier feel and a touch of motorsport flair. The odometer reads 52,602 miles, though as is common with many classics of this age, the title marks it as mileage exempt. Not surprising, considering the number of restorations, replacements, and rebuilds that have likely touched this car's components over nearly 6 decades. Infotainment, too, has been thoughtfully modernized without compromising the car's vintage atmosphere. An AM/FM/Bluetooth retro-look radio sits neatly in the dash, maintaining period-correct styling while offering connectivity that allows the driver to stream modern music through updated speakers. An aftermarket center console with cup holders adds a hint of convenience for long drives, something absent from the original 1960s configuration. Together, these small enhancements make this Mustang not just a showpiece but a genuinely usable classic, one that can handle both weekend cruises and daily commutes if desired. Pop the hood, and the heart of the beast reveals itself. A replacement 289 cubic inch V8, dressed to impress with a bright chrome air cleaner and 4-barrel carburetor. This setup delivers the throaty rumble and eager response that made the early Mustangs such icons of performance. The 289 may not be the most massive V8 Ford ever produced, but it embodies the perfect balance of power and practicality. It revs willingly, delivers plenty of torque for spirited driving, and emits that unmistakable exhaust note, a deep, soulful growl that connects instantly to anyone who loves cars. Mated to the TREMEC 5-speed manual gearbox, the powertrain transforms the Mustang's character. Gear changes feel crisp and deliberate, each shift bringing the driver closer to the car's mechanical soul. The extra ratio not only enhances highway cruising by lowering engine RPMs and improving fuel economy, but also allows the engine to breathe more freely across a broader range of speeds. It's an upgrade that preserves the car's authenticity while substantially improving its drivability. Underneath, the chassis retains its traditional setup but benefits from the balance inherent in Ford's mid-1960s engineering. The car features power front disc brakes paired with rear drums, a configuration that ensures strong stopping performance without sacrificing originality. The braking system feels progressive and confident, allowing the driver to rein in this galloping pony with ease. It's a car that invites you to drive it, not just look at it, though it certainly excels at both. The Mustang Fastback's magic lies in its versatility. It's simultaneously elegant and aggressive, both a cruiser and a performer. When you press the clutch and slot into first gear, there's a tangible sense of occasion, the feeling that you're part of something greater than just transportation. The exhaust note rises, the steering tightens, and suddenly the world outside the windshield feels wider, freer. The car doesn't just move, it communicates. Every vibration, every hum through the gear lever, every subtle whine of the transmission feels alive. It's the kind of analog purity that modern cars, no matter how fast or high-tech, rarely achieve. Owning a car like this 1966 Mustang Fastback is not merely about possession. It's about preservation and connection. You're holding onto a chapter of American history, a symbol of optimism from a decade defined by change. The Mustang was more than a car. It was a movement. It made performance accessible to ordinary people and created a culture of individuality that continues to thrive today. When this Fastback rolls down a street, people of all ages turn their heads. Some remember their youth, others dream of owning one someday. The reaction is universal, admiration mixed with awe, a silent recognition that they're witnessing something special. Arcadian Blue, in particular, seems to encapsulate that emotion perfectly. It's a color that catches the light softly, neither too bold nor too muted. It looks right at home against a backdrop of green countryside or under the neon glow of a city night. Paired with chrome trim and the Fastback's dramatic silhouette, it achieves the rare balance of sportiness and sophistication. The car doesn't just recall the 1960s. It reimagines them, allowing a new generation to experience what made that era's automotive design so enduring. This specific Mustang, offered by a selling dealer in Oregon, benefits from careful stewardship and evident passion. It carries a clear title, a testament to its legitimacy and well-kept history. While it wears upgrades, each one seems chosen with purpose, to enhance rather than alter the spirit of the original. The TREMEC 5-speed, the air conditioning, the Bluetooth radio, They all work together to create a Mustang that feels as comfortable on today's roads as it did on the open highways of 1966. Drive it through winding mountain roads, and the Fastback's taut proportions and responsive steering come alive. Let it stretch its legs on the interstate, and the 5-speed's tall gearing keeps the engine humming smoothly. Pull into a parking lot and prepare for conversations because this is a car that demands them. Strangers will ask what year it is. Others will share memories of the Mustangs they once owned or admired. It's more than a car. It's a conversation starter, a bridge across generations. As the years pass, cars like this one grow more valuable not just in dollars but in meaning. They represent the height of design honesty, when form followed function, and driving was an experience to savor rather than a task to complete. In an age of automation and silence, the sound of a 289 V8 roaring to life feels almost spiritual. There's something deeply human about it, the blend of mechanical precision and emotional resonance that only internal combustion can provide. For collectors, enthusiasts, or anyone who simply appreciates the beauty of a well-preserved classic, this 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback 2+2 offers everything you could want: history, performance, presence, and usability. It's equally at home as a showpiece in a private collection or as a weekend driver that brings joy with every mile. The auction for this car ends on Monday, November 3rd, 2025, at 12:30 p.m. PDT. Between now and then, potential buyers have the chance to own not just a machine, but a piece of living Americana. An artifact that still runs, breathes, and thrills like the day it left the factory. Bid until you win, because opportunities like this don't come around often. Every so often, a car comes along that reminds you why you fell in love with automobiles in the first place. This Mustang is one of those cars. It's not the rarest, nor the most powerful, but it's authentic, beautiful, and alive in a way few machines ever are. Whether you're a lifelong enthusiast or a newcomer to the world of classics, the 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback 2+2 has a way of speaking to your soul. It whispers of open roads, summer nights, and the freedom that only a true driver's car can offer. And as the Arcadian Blue paint glints in the light one more time, it's impossible not to imagine what it must feel like to turn the key, press the clutch, and set this legendary pony free once again.